I think there's something really fascinating about the beauty of reskinning creatures over creating them yourself. Let's talk about D&D, and let's talk about DMing in D&D. And let's talk about something I actually haven't done yet, but I'm really excited about. And this is something I sort of think I need to dip my toes into as I evolve and grow as a dungeon master. And that is reskinning monsters. Or just straight up developing your own monsters, I suppose, too, on some level. This is something I have to do. I have to get myself into feeling comfortable taking a monster, taking maybe even several monsters, and like presenting them in, let's say, in my way. You know, if it's my world, I'm the DM, it's my world. Even if it's a module, on some level, that module is being played through like my lens, right? Through the way I voice characters, through the way I determine the events of the, you know, of the quest, of the adventure, of the campaign moving forward and so on. And that's true for every one of you DMs out there. Like when you create your world, regardless of whether it's like 100% homebrew or, you know, a little bit of homebrew with a little bit of module stuff worked in, regardless of any of that, the game that you're running is your game. And on some level, it probably should be like customized or, you know, made yours in whatever way you feel fit. And so for me, I think I'm getting to a point, and here's a big part of this. Now, last month I participated in the RPG Writers Workshop, and I did not complete my quest yet, my one shot yet. I'm still sort of in the process of developing it, and I'm totally okay with that. I had talked a little bit about it while I was going through the process, and I'm looking forward that they will run another one of these workshops, and when that comes back around, I will definitely participate again, and probably at that point I'll be closer to bringing it all together. And the time crunch was the biggest challenge for me during that last month of trying to like write and do the vlog and just live my life with a family and so forth. So now, the reason I'm bringing this up right now is because in creating this one shot, I'm still in the process of creating this one shot. And one of the things I decided fairly early on is that I want to introduce sort of my own special monsters in this. And so now then the question becomes, well, okay, am I just reskinning something that already exists, or am I going to actually, like, from the ground up create something new? And so with reskinning, I think there's something to be said about the beauty of that, because essentially what reskinning is, if you're not already familiar with this term, is that you take a simple monster and then you use it for something else. Like, for instance, let's say you wanted like a CR 1/8 creature. You could take any creature that's CR 1/8, call it whatever you want. Like you could even say, oh, well, this little CR 1/8 creature, I'm gonna call it a skeleton. It's gonna be maybe an animal skeleton. Okay, the skeletons were raised. They were like dogs and cats and something like this. So they're not like humans with swords or shields or, you know, bow and arrow, humanoids. But it's like a dog, like a skeleton of a dog. That's kind of scary and kind of cool. And now you see what reskinning is all about. So I could do that, and I very well may do that, because that sort of takes a lot of the work out of the process of creating a monster. Because, like, let's face it, if you're creating a monster from the ground up with, like, totally, it's all fresh, now you've got to figure out, okay, what are its hit points like? What's its armor class like? What kind of ability scores does it have? What kind of abilities does it have? Does it have resistances? Does it have, immunities or vulnerabilities and all of these things? So there's a really fascinating, I think there's something really fascinating about the beauty of reskinning creatures over creating them yourself. And I'm going to go one step further, because I think what I'm going to probably do, and probably lots of DMs do this, I would guess, I'm probably going to, in my reskin of something, I think I'm going to also make minor adjustments. And in that way, not only have I taken something and sort of reduced the workload, reduced the time it takes to create this new monster, because I'm borrowing from something else, but now I'm also putting my own spin on it. I'm adding my own flavor, my own feeling, my own, goodness or badness to the monster to make it my own, to personalize it. So I'm excited about this process, and the one shot that I'm planning to run sometime next month in September is definitely going to involve me doing some of this exactly. So I'll let you know how that goes and how it works out and the results of that. And come on back tomorrow. It's Monday tomorrow. Today's Sunday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Keep rolling 20s until I see you at a table someday. And remember, it's your game. Play your way. Now, last month, I participated in the RPG.